Hello everybody, Dead Spikes here, and today I'm going to make a video talking about Executor's Cursed Sword. I've been having a lot of fun playing Executor lately, so I figured I wanted to do some testing of his Cursed Sword. I guess I hear a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of his Cursed Sword, but I have a lot of fun with it. It's fun to learn how to parry and get some extra damage with it, and it's really good at guarding. So I enjoy the sword, and I was curious of its scaling and, how to get more damage out of it. So that's what this video is going to cover. I'm just going to go over some of the knowledge I got. I didn't cover all fields. I'm sure there's some stuff I missed, and I would love to hear about it if you guys know some stuff that I do not. But what I'm going to be covering is how much damage you get per hit, roughly. So we're starting at level 1, and you can see we're getting about 50 a hit. Now if I level myself up to level 2, we're getting 65 a hit, and it will keep increasing every time I level up. 72 and so on up to 15, which will be at 139. So that's cool. That makes sense. Every level increases your damage. But I was curious about other things, like what about the weapons I'm holding? I'm not holding any weapons right now. What about the weapons I'm holding? My talismans, passives and so on. So that's what I actually wanted to go test, and I'm just going to show you weapons real quick, and then I will go over the rest. So let's just go pick out a weapon. He likes katanas, so let's grab a katana. There we go. Hannah Milena. Perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put it away, then we're going to do Cursed Sword hit, 139. So not having it out did nothing, but having it out, 139. It also did something, so maybe we can argue maybe it's because we own it. Well, let's just get rid of it, and boom, 139. Unfortunately, the stats of your weapons have absolutely nothing to do with the Cursed Blade, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest, but I was hoping they would. But it kind of makes it like when you're a player like me who's going to be using Cursed Blade for the most part, your weapon choice almost makes no difference on how you're going to play Executor at all. So you don't really have to worry about upgrading your weapons like you do on other characters. And to be honest, you could almost run a white weapon the whole expedition, which is kind of cool to think about. But then I wanted to test the passives on weapons. Unfortunately, at this time in the sparring grounds, I pray later on they will allow us to bring passives in here. But at this moment, there is no passives in the sparring grounds, so I can't pull them out and show you. But I do have video proof of one of them, and I'm going to talk about the other. So there was two different ones I tested, and it kind of gave me all the answers I wanted. There was a weapon that said increase your damage at full HP, and it was like 10% or something, and I tested that with the Cursed Blade, and it did increase the damage, which was really cool. So character skill boosts, I believe, based off of that one. If you see anything that says increased damage off total HP, successive hits, or low HP or so on, you will get a damage boost. And the other one that I looked at was, will it increase your damage when you're two-handing, right? Because that's a really weird one, because it's a character skill, but it does look like you're two-handing. And I did come out to see that it did increase my damage. And now I'm going to show you that clip real quick. Alright, so we have our passive, improved attack power when two-handing. Let's try it out. 114. 57. 57 a hit. Let's drop it. 50. So it does boost it. Okay. So with this information that I have gathered, what I would tell you is the color of your weapon doesn't matter that you pick up throughout your run. It is only passives that matter. If you're going to play Executor like me and mostly use the Cursed Sword. I know people like to just play katanas because they probably do not like not being able to roll and such. But I personally love the guardian aspect and the guard counters and the extra damage you can get from Cursed Sword. So the color of your weapon and the weapon choice you have out when you pull out the Cursed Sword makes absolutely no difference. What will matter is the passives you find around on your weapons, and that will do it. You cannot use any items while using your Cursed Sword too if you're curious, but you can pop them and then pull it out. But unfortunately, you will never make things like a grease work. But if you wanted to use something like Exalted Flesh, you could pop it, and then you could bring out your cursed sword. I'll show you that real quick. So you could click your exalted flesh and pull out your cursed sword and get your damage boost. And from what I could tell, pretty much all damage boosts do stack with the cursed sword. You know, if you have a raider totem next to you, exalted flesh, and some talisman or passives you find along the way. That'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it or you found it helpful, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you have some information that I didn't cover that you think people should know, please tell me in the comments below. I learned so much from comments, and I really appreciate them. If you guys want to see some more of my content like this, subscribe to the channel. I have a Discord that I link up with some friends to do expeditions on Nightreign. If you are interested in doing expeditions with me, I would love if you join that. It's in the description of this video. Otherwise, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Spikes out.